I want you to take a moment and think about a river. A river is a lifeline. It sustains communities, nurtures growth, and is a force of nature we often take for granted. Now, imagine if that river started to run dry. The panic, the scramble for the last drops, the desperation. This is not just an analogy. In hospitals across our country and the world, this scenario plays out every single day. Not with water, but with blood. That unit of blood, that pint of red liquid that takes about 15 minutes to donate, is a lifeline. It's the difference between life and death for a mother hemorrhaging during childbirth, a child battling leukemia, a victim of a traumatic accident, or a patient undergoing complex surgery. Today, over the next 15 minutes, we will embark on a comprehensive exploration of this vital lifeline. We will trace its historical journey from macabre experiments to modern medicine. We will confront the hard statistics that reveal a story of both hope and shortage, globally and right here in India. We will then put ourselves in the donor's chair, weighing the very real merits and demerits. And finally, we will pull back the curtain on a reality many are unaware of: the multi-billion-dollar, complex, and often controversial global business of blood. The story of the blood transfusion is anything but straightforward. It's a journey of strange experiments, tragic failures, and brilliant breakthroughs. Picture the 1600s. A French doctor tries something unbelievable. He transfers blood from a lamb into a human patient. The idea was that blood carried a person's spirit. Astonishingly, the man lived, but after other patients died, the procedure was banned for over a century. The real turning point came in 1901. An Austrian doctor, Karl Landsteiner, made a vital discovery: human blood types. He found that we have different types, A, B, O, and AB, and that mixing the wrong types causes the blood to clump with deadly results. This discovery was the key that finally made transfusions safe. Then World War II created an urgent need. To save soldiers far from home, a brilliant researcher named Dr. Wallen, Charles Drew, pioneered methods to store blood plasma. He created the first large-scale blood banks, a system that saved thousands of lives and became the model we still use today. And now, the process is a miracle of modern safety and efficiency. Every donation is tested for diseases, and we've learned to separate blood into its components: red cells, plasma, platelets, so that a single donation can help save multiple lives. Now, let's move from history to our present reality. Let the numbers paint a picture of our global health. Globally, the standard is clear. A country needs blood donations from at least 1% of its population just to meet basic needs. But the reality is a stark divide. High-income countries, home to just 16% of the world's people, collect a staggering 40% of the global blood supply. This means a child's chance of surviving a medical emergency becomes a life and death lottery based solely on where they are born. In the world's poorest nations, this crisis hits the most vulnerable the hardest. Over half of all blood transfusions there are given to children under 5, fighting severe anemia from malaria and malnutrition, conditions that are often preventable. Now, let's bring this home to India, our nation, of over 1.4 billion people has a colossal need, about 15 million units of blood every single year. And we fall short. We collect only about 12 to 13 million units. That deficit of over 2 million units is not just a statistic. It's a postponed surgery for a parent. It's an anxious family, desperately pleading for a donor on social media. Today, over 80% of our blood supply comes from voluntary donors, people who give out of pure kindness, not because a family member is in need. This shift is monumental. It means our blood supply is safer than ever, and it shows that the spirit of giving is truly taking root in the heart of our nation. The need is immense, but so is our capacity for compassion. So, you're thinking about donating blood. Let's talk about what it truly means for you. On one side of the scale, we have the profound and personal merits. First, there's what we might call the lifesaver's high. It's that incredible feeling of knowing you've directly given someone a second chance at life. A part of you is literally flowing through someone else's veins. Then, there's a stealth benefit, a free mini health checkup. Before you donate, they check your pulse, blood pressure, and hemoglobin. They also test your blood for several diseases, and you're confidentially notified of the results. It's a proactive way to stay informed. Your body gets a metabolic jumpstart too. Donating blood burns about 650 calories as your body works to replenish what you've given. There are even long-term heart health benefits. By regularly donating, you help reduce the thickness of your blood and manage iron levels, which can lower your risk of cardiovascular problems. And finally, you become part of a silent, essential network, the backbone of our emergency healthcare system. Now, let's be honest about the other side of the scale, the temporary inconveniences. Some people, especially first-timers, might feel a little lightheaded or tired. This is usually just a temporary dip in blood pressure and is easily fixed by resting and having a snack and a drink. You might get a bruise around the needle site. It looks a bit dramatic, but it's harmless and fades in a week or two. And yes, it's a time commitment. The whole process takes about 45 minutes to an hour, though the actual blood draw is only about 10 minutes. When we weigh it all up, the choice becomes clear. On one side, you have temporary, minor discomforts. On the other, you have lasting benefits for your own health and the undeniable fact that you have chosen to save a life. It's a small act of kindness with a ripple effect that lasts a lifetime. So where does this leave us? We have a miracle of modern science built on a history of courage and discovery. We face a stark reality of global inequality, and we navigate a system where the ideals of charity can clash with the forces of commerce. The debates about ethics will and should continue, but we cannot let that complexity paralyze us. The most powerful answer to both the shortage and the unease around commercialization is a simple, yet profound act. A strong, sustained culture of voluntary donation. When the supply from altruistic donors is high, the entire system is stronger, and the grip of pure commercial interest weakens. The responsibility, then, doesn't just lie in a distant corporate boardroom. It lies here, with us. The next time you see a blood drive, don't just walk past. See it for what it truly is, a direct chance to be part of someone's survival. Thank you.